Hey, Ryan here with Inside Real Estate. Up on the screen, we have an example buyer agent bridge page that is designed to help you sell a one-on-one virtual meeting to discuss buyer agency options with you. So let's look at the anatomy of this, starting with this term bridge page. What do we mean by this? And the way to best understand that is to look up at the first line where it says click here to access the Pinellas County starter homes list. So in this context, this page would be used as the after opt-in page if somebody opts in to another landing page or to a Facebook lead form ad or some other place where they're going to access a list of starter homes. And then once the person requests that list, they give you some contact info for it, or they just do the click over from TikTok or Facebook, wherever you're driving traffic from. It says click here to access the list. So they get the thing they're looking for, but the bridge is actually the thing below. That's not the bridge. That's the thing they're looking for. The bridge is the thing down below where we transition into this text right here that says looking for a buyer's agent to help you find a great starter home in Pinellas County. So what are we doing? We're giving the lead magnet the starter home list, but then we're continuing on and selling the idea that the person might want to meet with us if they happen to be looking for somebody who can help them with this specific sort of list to find that specific sort of home. So the next line here says click here to schedule a free one-on-one virtual meeting. And then you'll see a button down below that says schedule a free one-on-one virtual meeting. But where is the magic happening on this page? Well, it's in the video that you're going to record. I know it's scary, but you're going to record a video that basically says, hey, thank you for accessing the list. If you want to talk to somebody and you're interviewing buyer agents, here I am. Now, what's going on here is that you're giving the person a chance, you're generating the lead initially, and you're giving them the list that they're looking at, but you're giving them a chance to actually build rapport with you or disqualify you. This is time saving. So you'll have a video like I just did. I have an example video on the page. I'll give you a link down below. But you'll have a video that basically says, hey, here I am. Here's what my voice sounds like. Here's what I look like. Here's kind of how I work. And people are either going to resonate with that or they're not. The people who like you for whatever reason, or they like the offer you're making, they can then continue on and book that one-on-one consult with you. The people who don't like you, well, they got the list, they got what they were looking for, and maybe they bounce and they go away. But perhaps if you continue to drip other content on them, emails, texts, you do video mails, you're doing retargeting, you're sending stuff in the physical postal mail, if you do all the things to follow up, over time, they may then decide that they like you and they want to schedule with you via the Okay, so now let's walk through how this page was built. We're going to go to Web and IDX here in BoldTrail. We're going to click on Pages. And what I did for this one is I went and I grabbed the video plus lead capture link here. I could actually grab the landing plus lead capture. It doesn't really matter, but I'll grab the video plus lead capture like so. It's going to open up the template for me right here. Now, keep in mind, I can click on the advanced options and give it a little bit of text. So I'm going to call this starter home buyer representation like so. Click save. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to build out this page. I'm going to get rid of the initial logo that's here. Of course, I could use a content block and put my own logo in if I want. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a text or title block or a paragraph block all the way up top here. So I'll grab the paragraph block and I'm going to type in, click here to access the Pinellas County starter homes list. You can barely see this because it's black and it's in this background area here. And we're gonna fix this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and center it over on the right side. I'm gonna center it right here, get myself out of the way. And I'm gonna change the size of this text like so. We'll click and make it bigger, 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 bigger. And then we will go ahead and do a background. So the way I hovered in here, and I get this little toolbar, and I'm going to make it yellow in the background, and I'm going to bold it like so. And then I'm going to make this a little easier to read by getting rid of the stock background. So I'm going to click Settings up at the top right. Now keep in mind, I realize I'm moving really fast, and I am going to move fast. Learning any landing page builder like this just requires playing with it and kicking the tires and moving things around. So I'm just showing you this quickly so you can put it in the back of your head. You really need to get in here and play with it to get all this done. But I'm going to go to settings right here. I'm going to get rid of my background image and I'm going to make my background color black like this. Oops, click the wrong one right here. And my link colors will be yellow like so. Okay, this is starting to look a little better. I'm going to click on content and give it a little bit of spacing up top. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and write my text, my body text up here. I'm going to go looking for a buyer's agent to help you find a great starter home in Pinellas County? Question mark. Like that. I always like to make my headlines camel case, which means the first letter of every word is capitalized. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I want a little more spacing in here, so I'm going to use another spacer. Keep in mind the spacers, you can change the size of those, like right here. See, I can, up on the right side, I'm going up and down. I'm going to get rid of this whole block right here that has these bullet points in it. So if I kind of hover like that, I'm going to click the trash can on the first row, trash can on the second row, like this, and get myself out of the way again. And then I'm going to get rid of my video, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to swap out the URL of the video right here. So I'm going to put my new video link in there. Click outside, and it should change for me. There we go. So all you're doing is putting your YouTube link in there. Scrolling down, I've got this little block for a form. We're not using a form here. We're just going to use a button. And I'm going to get rid of this text as well. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. Moving too fast. And continuing on, I'm going to go to the right side. I'm going to drag a button in here after I've deleted the form. I'll type in my text here, which will say something like, click here. Click here to schedule your one-on-one consult. On the right side, we'll change up the color of that if we want to. Maybe I'll make it a pink. Make the size a little bigger. And I think you get the point. So we're moving through. We're adding these various blocks right here. I like to have the access of the thing they were looking for appear twice. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a duplicate on that block over down at the bottom right. And I can drag that all the way down here under my button. Okay, in case they're like, where did that link go? They'll be able to see it like so. One thing, to make that open in a new window, if I click on the link, you see the target right here. I'll make sure that that's set to new window, which should work by default. So I've roughly just recreated this page. Again, you can do whatever you want with these blocks and content rows. You can add as much to this as you want, but the magic is that you are having people access the thing they're looking for. So they're clicking over after filling out a form or coming here direct. Then you're transitioning them into the idea of you being the buyer agent. You have a quick video of yourself. Mine is not great. I just did it for demo purposes for this video. I would probably look a little cleaner, maybe be sitting in my office or outside in a nicer atmosphere than my office here. But you get the point. Just a quick video so they get to know you. And then the call to action is for them to schedule a one-on-one consult, which would be a link to your Calendly or a place where they can go to book with you over Zoom. If you don't have a Zoom connection or a Google Meet connection to a Calendly type service yet, you probably should look into doing that, because it's a really powerful time-saving thing that I would argue almost any real estate agent should have set up for themselves. So before you do this page, go ahead and maybe look into how to set up that infrastructure there. But anyway, as you can see, we've got the page built up. I'm going to save it up at the top right. I'm going to publish it. So make sure it's published. I've got my advanced options here. I can see my link and all that. It all looks good. And then I can just go back and kind of view this on the web by going back to all my pages now that I've saved it and published it. And then I can go visit it and start sharing it with other people. So here we go. You'll notice here that we have the header and the footer turned on. One more thing I'll mention, you can always turn this off so that it's only showing the page and not the top of your brokerage website. The way to do that is by clicking in. So we'll come back in here and then go back to our advanced options and toggle off our header and our footer if we want to right there. And then your page might look a little cleaner depending on the scenario when you're using it. So this video has been about the idea of building buyer agency bridge pages right here. So you would offer a niche focused list of properties, somebody opts in for it, and then you have this bridge page where you introduce yourself and you take them into a one-on-one meeting consult. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this idea and whether or not you're going to implement it for yourself. Thanks.